Okay, let's name these. The top one is what? Propanol. The one below it is butanone. It actually has, what, 3 names? Ethyl or methyl ethyl ketone, or MEK. The one below it, it's what? 4-heptanone. Okay, let's come back to the bottom one in a second. The top right is butanol. Butanol. Okay, now this one down here, this last one here creates a little bit of a sticky wicket. We now got a molecule with 2 functionalities. It's got an aldehyde and it has an alcohol. All right, we're going to treat the parent name as an aldehyde. So ignore the OH for a second, and what's the longest chain? 5. And if that were just an aldehyde, if that OH wasn't there, what would you call it? Pentanal. Yeah, and there's a methyl group, but we're gonna now use this OH is going to be as a substituent a hydroxy. The hydroxy group. So it's going to be a 3-hydroxy methyl pentanal. All right, so we're going to treat the OH group. If the aldehyde wasn't there, if that was a CH3 on the end, then we would just call it, 3-butanol, or excuse me, 3-pentanol, 2-methyl, 3-pentanol, something like that. But we have an aldehyde, so we're going to name it aldehyde. We don't need a 1 in there because the aldehyde is always on the end. But we're going to name where the OH group is. And this also points out one other thing that I haven't mentioned yet. When you've got the name, think of an organic name as having 3 parts. The most important part is the parent. The parent name, like the family name. That's that end part. The middle part is alkyl groups. And we're going to put these in alphabetically. And then here is what I'm going to just call miscellaneous. We're not going to just alphabetize everything. We're going to alphabetize ethyls, methyls, isopropyls, phenols, etc. All these alkyl substituents. But miscellaneous is going to be chloros, bromos, fluoros, hydroxys, aminos. We're going to have some others in here that are miscellaneous. And they will be bumped out to the front of the name. So that's how we kind of group a name together. Here's just a bunch of slides to just quickly mention some important aldehydes and ketones. Formaldehyde preserves tissue. This is a carcinogen. Formaldehyde is a carcinogen. It's methanol or formaldehyde. Ethanol is produced in the liver. It's also called acetaldehyde. Acetaldehyde It's produced in the liver when you drink an alcoholic drink. The ethanol goes through the liver and is metabolized to ethanol. This is what gives hangovers. It's not the alcohol, it is the ethanol that is produced in the body from ethanol.
So some people are better at getting rid of that than other people? Is that how it is?
I guess so. Some people drink less alcohol than other people.
Well, I was just meant because some people will drink the same, but one will kind of hang it over and one won't, so one's better at singing.
Yeah. So either eliminating it in the urine, either as ethanol. I mean, the faster you get it out of the body, one person might be more hydrated than another person, and they are eliminating it faster. Yeah. They might metabolize it slower. Another person might metabolize it slower. I imagine that's a possibility. I've never done a deep dive into hangovers. But that is what causes hangovers. That is also why the hangover is, it's the morning after you've been drinking. It takes a while for the liver to convert the ethanol into ethanol. It takes a while. So you feel it in the morning. Why? Because that's now when the ethanol concentration is rising. Just vanilla 2-octanone. That's the flavor that's in mushrooms. There's vanilla. You can see the carbonyl. Benzaldehyde. Almonds are believed to be somewhat nutritious and have some health benefits, and some of it is attributed to that molecule, benzaldehyde. There's the vanilla again. Cinnamon aldehyde. Cinnamon aldehyde. That's the aldehyde that's in cinnamon. So you have an aldehyde functionality, you have a benzene ring, and you also have a double bond. So you can see natural products are starting to get a little more creative than what we have done, tried to stick let's just talk about alcohols, let's just talk about alkenes. You get into natural products and you get multiple functional groups on them. Lemongrass is an aldehyde. I don't know why we have caffeine in here, but actually this is not a ketone or an aldehyde, that's an amide, actually. You got the carbon oxygen double bond next to a nitrogen. We'll get to that in chapter 15. Okay.